Here we are at the corner of Effingham Street and Highway 20 in Fawn Hill, Ontario. It's November the 3rd, 2015, and it's a beautiful fall day here in Niagara, Canada. I'm going to take you guys down a couple of my favorite roads. It's about 11:45 in the morning. We are on top of the Niagara Escarpment, heading north toward St. Catharines, although we won't get there, and Lake Ontario. This is a 1968 Series 1.5 Roadster, or open two-seater if you're from England. I've got the hardtop on so you can actually hear my commentary instead of wind noise. We're now going down the escarpment. Of course, it's a 1916, as I said, a Series 1.5. It has these rocker switches. They're the more attractive toggles, but they function quite well. Over to the right you see a peach orchard. There's a lot of agriculture around here, a lot of fruits. A fair bit of undeveloped land. We lost a lot of leaves over the weekend. We had quite a bit of heavy wind, though there's still some color left. Still hope to get another few weeks of driving in before I have to put it away. Here you see one of our many vineyards in this area. We have a thriving wine industry. It started back in the 70s. It's finally coming of age. The white wines are world class, and the red wines are getting there. The big crops over here is soybeans to the right. The big crops are corn, soybeans, vinifera grapes, and then you get into vegetables and other fruits, cherries, pears, peaches, watermelon, some peanuts. It's a very mild part of the country. We're at about the same latitude as France, although our climate is a little bit cooler, to say the least. on the right. Unfortunately, we have a timid driver ahead of us. But this is only the beginning of the trip. It'll take about 20 minutes in total. As long as we don't get too many of these fellas in front of us. We're coming close to an intersection. Hopefully he's going to go straight or left, we'll see. Maybe I'll get a chance to pass him. Up ahead is the city limit for St. Catharines. And to the left here is one of my very favorite estate wineries, Henry of Pelham. They make very nice wines. Okay, I think we're about to go. All right. One of the least exciting parts of the drive. Unfortunately, it's short. More vineyards to the left here. And again, some to the right. This is a 70-kilometer-an-hour road, but these fellows are doing 50. These yellow signs here, as you see, as I tell my wife, they're just suggestions. Sort of like the drinking age in Quebec. More vineyards to the left. We're not quite at the bottom of the Niagara Escarpment. We're on one of its benches. As they say, it's kind of a stair step down to Lake Ontario. At this stage, we'll head down a little bit more into the bottom of the escarpment and then head back up. This is a very steep grade, but I have the car in fourth gear, as you see, there's plenty of torque in this 4.2 engine to pull this car up without pinging. Fitted with triple SUs. It's a Canadian delivery, E-type 1968. It has all of the U.S. federalized features except for the triple carbs, and it doesn't have a driver's side door mirror. Everything else is there. This rear view mirror I installed myself. It was normally one of the break-off designs that the Series 1.5 E-types had for North America. I've owned this car since mainly in June 1982, so a little over 33 years. I've restored it twice in that time. More farmland here. This is part of the so-called Carolinian forest. It has the same tree species as you'll find in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. No palm trees. Oaks, maples, hickories, walnuts, butternuts. Traffic ahead of us. That synchromesh first gear sure is nice, Jerry. Cornfield to the right. Everything works in this car except for the clock. I must send it away sometime. But I do have a fold-down center panel from a 1965 E-type, which I might put in someday just for chuckles. And it, of course, doesn't have a clock. There are a few retrofits in this car, all of them reversible quite easily, like this mirror. It has retained the open headlights. There's more silage corn there to the right. Hopefully we'll lose some of this traffic. school zone here. And it's, even though the kids are in school, it's not quite noon. You have to slow down anyway, just in case one is out on the road. This is a very interesting road here. See if we can get past this person. Pretty hard to pass on this road, though. This is Hollow Road, appropriately named. It's one of the more entertaining roads in this neck of the woods. A little rough, not bad. Road is very popular with cyclists, so you have to keep an eye out. And also people who like to drive in the middle of it, especially around curves. Sign was a suggestion, 30 kilometers an hour. The sign right here at the curb says 50. Here we're back in Fawn Hill, where I live. It's a pretty little town, one of the nicer places to live in Niagara. It's sleepy. And here we are back in Highway 20, just a couple of blocks to the east of where we started out. And this is the end of the tour. Thanks for coming along. What's that?
Did you buy that off Marty?
No.
No? He's got the same one.
Marty who?
Sorensen.
I'll look him up.
Look him up. He just lives out here too.
All right.